Alright, y'all. Full disclosure, the audio file corrupted. I have no idea how to fix that. I'm so sorry. We're gonna go with the audio from the camera, so it's not as clean this week. I do apologize. Maybe subscribe to the Patreon. We can get better equipment. Degraded and humiliated and broke my spirit. That is literally my pickup technique for everything.
That's a fact? According to who?
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
Welcome back, everybody. This is your favorite local Northern Virginia podcast, The Bargoyles. This is episode 105. Now, if you see a face right next to me that you do not recognize, that means we have a guest. And when we have guests, that means Nick is back in office, corporate Nick.
Yo, what's going on, man? If I had hair, it would be gray, because it's getting stressful.
So obviously this is a restaurant podcast. He is what we call corporate Nick. He's our version of a corporate because he's management. He has been working as manager for a long time. Just letting you know the whole dynamic of the show here. Also, we have the fifth dentist. Can you describe to the guests here what the fifth dentist means?
Oh, so those at home who don't know, the fifth dentist is, if you look at your toothpaste, 4 out of every 5 dentists approve. I'm the one that doesn't approve.
That's his thing.
Yeah, and I'm telling you.
He's a dickhead for it, right?
I'll take any cavity I can get at this point.
And always, let's start the show off like we always do with some shots here. Now, we are drinkers on the show. You're not the biggest drinker. I do have non-alcoholic whiskey, too. Did you want to do a shot of that?
No, because then I'll
It's
be
disgusting.
down
It
getting
sucks.
non-alcoholic cracking around
We do have you the non-alcoholic beer for the lady at home when she does watch this. He is drinking non-alcoholic beer.
That's right.
It's called Athletic. It is not named after him.
Definitely not, except for my supporters.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Bartender, shots are like handshakes.
Enough of them in your handshakes.
Ooh, yeah. Michael J. Foxy, baby.
Yeah, poor guy.
Milkshake.
So,
He just got a stray.
this guy right here next to me, this is Kevin. Do you go by Kevin G? I see you post it a lot.
Yeah, I'll go by Kevin G because if this falls into the wrong hands, the statute of limitations has not run out on some events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kevin G. Big Kevy G. Shout out, who's Kevy G? Is that from Mean Girls, right?
Is
Is that Mean Girls? Yeah.
Like I said,
that's not on my
Kevin
playlist.
G.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. The Indian
I
cat
think
with
so.
Kevin
I'm
G.
more like
from
Kevin
Mean Girls.
Home Alone.
Kevin G. Mean
That's
Girls,
where
yeah.
I usually am.
Oh, is that was G? No, it's Kevin G. Yeah. Oh, baby boy, hit him with a rap. Hit him with a Kevin G. rap. This is your rap. I don't know if you know Kevin G. rap right here. Just click on that video that says Kevin G.
Yeah, I thought you
I was like, just click on it. Right there, they're like, yep, alright. This is from Mean Girls, the American classic. Look at this.
What?
This is from the Mean Girls.
See, they got nothing on me. From my grades and my lines, you can't touch Kevin G. I'm a math geek. So nerd isn't first, but forget what you heard. I'm like James Bond III. Shaking, not stirred. I'm Kevin the Poor. The G is silent when I sneak in your door. Make love to your woman on the bathroom floor. I don't play like Shaggy. You'll know it was me. Cause the next time you see her, she'll be like, Kevin G.
Kevin, that's enough.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Nice to see the menudo finally reach puberty.
That's Indian menudo. It's a different kind of menudo. But
Which kind of Indian? 7-Eleven or casino?
Dot.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, is it Dot? Yeah, Dot. Yeah. Kevin G's Dot, yeah. There, he's good at math. He's smart. He's a genius in that movie.
Wow.
You don't know the American classic Mean Girls?
Nah.
Oh, man. Talk about
I
it.
married 2 of them and dated a whole bunch of them, so no.
They just came out with a musical.
They got a musical? Damn,
Yeah,
Mean Girls is a
the
musical.
remake of that.
Jeez, I'm
is a
sorry, I'm
musical.
71, you know, forgive me. Maybe
You're
it
a New
comes-
Yorker. Don't you guys go to musicals? Isn't that like a thing?
Yeah, I do, but Sound of Music,
Yeah.
West Side Story, the classics.
Oh, okay.
Rent lost me because I got evicted.
Too many gay guys?
Yeah, a lot of AIDS.
No, not at all.
Not enough AIDS is what you're saying.
No.
You think gay guys should have more AIDS is what
Listen,
you're saying?
I believe that everyone should do what they got to do. I believe in gay marriage because why should straight people be the only ones who
Miserable.
suffer?
I drink to that, brother. Okay, that's what's up. I was like, I'll do that, brother.
That's my public service announcement for Pride Month.
PSA. Yeah.
We're still.
Well, no, this comes out when this comes out.
Yeah, how come Pride Month gets 30 days and Black History Month only gets 28? What did they say?
Sometimes we get 29.
Yeah, I know what they say. Yeah, we'll give them one. Fuck them. Give them the short one.
They used to give us Black History Day, so I'll take the month.
If anything, you guys should get the month of March.
Oh yeah, but who's writing the book? So it's down to Black History Day in Florida.
Good
in
Florida, yeah.
Mad skills.
That's critical race theory down in Florida, man. They give them all day. They also give a lot of other fucked up holidays in June too. I think it's conspiracy.
Yeah.
Father's Day, which no one celebrates. That's in June.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what neighborhood.
No, like, as far as holidays go, I'm not making a racist joke, okay? And I'm saying, like, Father's Day, no one actually celebrates Father's Day.
Well, I do. The family takes me out to dinner on my credit card. I mean, it's simple.
Hey, thanks, Father. Let me get the card real quick. He paid for it. No, not at all. Father's Day is not a popular holiday. And then,
Juneteenth.
And then Juneteenth.
Flag Day.
And Pride Month, yeah.
Flag Day.
Flag Day.
Flag Day, okay.
Flag Day. I never really
June 14th.
Yeah, June 14th. I know that's
when Betsy Ross finally got paid, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. I was the smart-ass, dumbass kid, and in 4th grade, I'll never forget that we were supposed to write about our favorite holiday. And I was such a smartass. I chose Flag Day.
Of course, yeah.
Out of nowhere. And they're like, what do you know about Flag Day? I'm like, it's the day flags were created. I'm like, you didn't learn shit.
Well,
I'm like, oh, fuck. I just tried to cheat.
4th grade was the happiest 3 years of my life, so I learned a lot.
I think...
3 years.
Way to catch up. Way to catch up. You need
Is there a delay on this to the other side of the room?
To him or the microphones? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out.
Is this thing on?
No. The thing is, though, like, for him growing up, they actually didn't celebrate Flag Day. They took the L out, and it was just called out.
Yeah. And that's when people in Britain started smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. They love them things.
You can't have a fag in a lift or a boot. You know, that's...
Exactly. Smoking fags, though, in England, though, it really makes you think about when you have to finish the whole pack.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Either that or it's Tupac.
Yeah, there you go. I'll give you that. Tupac, shout out the greatest. Shout out the GOAT. He's over there. He's made a reference in like the last 3 episodes. So I want to shout out Tupac. So we love that here. We love that as we are the Bargoyles. We love to talk about just drinking culture. I don't know if Tupac was a drinker. He had the, Gangsters, no, Hennessy and Alizé, I think he called it. Something Paradise. Thug Passion. No, Thug Passion was the drink he made.
This is why you should never stop for a red light. I swear to God.
You just run through them?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, okay. Just run through
He'd still be alive.
right?
He'd still be alive today.
Oh, true, yeah. So actually, let's introduce the guest a little bit more, because the people at home don't know who Kevin G is. All we know is the Mean Girls' greatest rapper of all time. Shout out rappers, shout out Tupac. Check out that transition. So, guys, this is a show about, the bar industry. The bar. You got some history working in bars and restaurants, correct?
Well, I'm Irish, so I was in bars long before I started shaving. But I got into the industry. I was 15 years old in the Bronx. I had a job in this catering facility that would put on 3-4 simultaneous weddings, bar mitzvahs, everything. At the time, I started working as a dishwasher, and then a busboy, and a bar back. Drinking age in New York was 18 at the time. The guy who was the beverage manager took a liking to me, and he said, anyone can serve a drink, but I'm going to teach you to be a bartender. And he did. And, from age 18, which was...
You were bartending at 18?
Yeah, well, I was drinking at 14. You know what happened?
I don't care about drinking. We've all stole alcohol. Well, you were serving professional alcohol at 18? I love that. I'm very impressed. I'm not...
Professional,
I'm not
yeah. I mean, that's the kind of society it was. And... Then, I bartended in a few different joints in the Bronx. I also, when I was bartending nights, I would leave from bartending. I dealt blackjack in an after-hours club. So I would go from the bar to the after-hours club.
Was the after-hours spot ethnic at all, or was it just a...
Well, the funny thing is, the guy who owned the bar that I worked in was Irish.
Yeah.
The guy who had the facility and was the... co-sponsor was Spanish. So I came up with the nickname for the club, and it stuck. I called it Mick.
Okay.
But you'll have to remember that it was the 70s.
Say it one more time.
Mick.
Sorry, just make sure I hit the beep button on that one.
I can't say that?
No, you can. You can. Okay, I'm just making sure for the YouTube at home.
Hibernians and Hispanics.
There you go.
Okay.
Hibernians. Is that a flower? What's a Hibernia?
A Hibernian is someone from Hibernia, which is what they called Ireland with the old Romans.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, they say you don't learn something watching the show.
Yeah.
You don't.
That's true.
Okay, so mix. That's the name of the spot.
That's the other places I bartended in the Bronx. I was bartended at a place called Riddler's 3. It was a mob hangout.
Okay. What happened to Riddlers 1 and 2? They get shot up?
You don't ask questions.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Okay. Not that part of the Bronx. You're right. Not that part of the Bronx.
Where are you from? Iowa?
I'll get back on the bus. My bad.
One of the wise guys took a liking to me, like the other bar manager had, and
Something
he told
about the
me,
way you moved.
Oh man, it attracts me like no other.
Yeah.
But that's the Beatles, and we'll move on.
Ooh, what a pull! I love that.
He told me,
you made me fall in love for a second. I was like,
well, I'm glad we're in separate boots.
We'll get in the same pants by the end of this episode. Go ahead. What are we talking about? So someone took a liking to you, just like I am right now.
I'm just kind of absorbing all this because it's the time for new horizons. Yeah. All right, so he told me.
Lay back and absorb it. I got you.
I know. Right, there's no such thing as a bad one.
Exactly.
Yes. So he asked me if I wanted to come and work for him as a chauffeur. Now, he owned multiple enterprises, including one of them in the Bronx was a bingo hall. So he didn't want to put me on the books as a chauffeur driving him around, and then, so he put me on as manager of a bingo hall. And I used to take him around all the time. He didn't want a limousine. He had one of those great Coupe de Villes, the 76 with the big-ass front and that red roof. You know what I'm talking about. Nope. He drove around in the front.
DeGante knows what you're talking about, though, because
somebody knows.
We don't, so he's got to disagree with us.
It was one of the last of the Land Cruisers.
Okay.
So I worked for him for a year and change, and I was also playing ball, both football and baseball. And,
thank you for specifying.
And I told him that, I asked him one day, hey, Vinny, I take your mother to the market every Saturday. My games are usually on Saturdays. You think I could take your mother to the market on Friday? I mean, it's like I asked him if I wanted to fuck her or something. Yeah. He says, no, my mother goes he says, you want to work for me or you want to play ball? Now, these questions are usually not open-ended, especially in that business.
Of course.
I said I'd rather play ball. I was 23 years old. I said, yeah, okay.
Which ball were you more particular to? Did you like baseball more or football more?
The left one.
Okay.
That's why I hate Lance Armstrong.
No, you always cut out the left. Shout out Republicans.
Actually, man, I've had over 40 surgeries, both my knees, both my hips. I would say baseball would give me a little more longevity than the, you're down with CTE?
No, you know me.
Yeah, you know me.
You know me. No, you don't know. I don't know anybody. I got CTE.
So he told me, he says, all right, fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay you off from your job as a manager at a bingo hall.
Not a chauffeur, manager.
Yes. And he said, you can go file for unemployment, and half of your unemployment check goes to me, the other half goes to you.
Apply for unemployment at 23? At the age of 23, you're going to apply for unemployment? Is that a thing?
What you got to understand, this is back in the 70s. This is back during Jimmy Carter's thing.
Gotcha.
You had 13 weeks.
You're a white man. You need money. Government will help you out.
Oh, yeah. I did. But, the Irish are the blacks of Europe.
Okay.
I grew up so poor. If I didn't have a heart on, I had nothing to play with all day long. I mean, this is rough.
See, but playing with baseball, though, you can walk around with bats.
Yeah, duze bats.
I watched the Warriors. That was one of the guys. They had the bats.
Come out and play.
Yeah,
absolutely. So I collected unemployment off the guy from the state and kicked in half to him for 65 weeks. So anybody who tells you can't quit the mob,
65 weeks.
Yeah, it was during a terrible time. It was with Iran and Jimmy Carter. It's 13 weeks, then they moved it to 26, 39, 52, 65 hike. So for a year and change, not only did I leave the mafia, but I collected unemployment from it. I moved down to New York, from New York down to Virginia. Of course, might not be able to tell
part of the retirement program
from my mellifluous voice and tones, but I've been down here since 1983. It's just that my voice has not caught up with me, nor has my dialect.
Do you think it ever will? Do you think you'll ever lose the accent? Okay. Do you when you do, because you do comedy as well? So sometimes when you're doing act outs, can you drop the accent for someone else?
I most certainly can. I can be as white as you want me to be.
Okay, was that you doing it? Because I still couldn't hear it.
Fuck you.
I agree.
All right, so I moved down here in '83, and I was working for the Veterans Administration, and moved down here, and started doing bartending at various joints over on Route 1 in Alexandria, and a couple of places over by off of Franconia Road. Then I got a job.
There's the Chuck E. Cheese right there, and then what was it, King Arthur's? The
Look,
fish and
Chuck
chip
E.
spot?
Cheese wasn't even in a rat trap when I was doing this.
I know you don't fuck with rats. That's why you left New York. Weird.
Well,
Got out the mafia and he hates on rats.
So I started working at a very fine gentleman's emporium.
Oh, nice.
On K Street. Yes, it was the 3-story House of Delights.
Ooh, yeah.
Archibald's in the basement, little entertainment.
Oh, fun stuff.
Jonathan's on the middle level, which became a pool hall. And on the top floor was the Comedy Cafe. There were only 2 comedy joints in D.C. at the time, Garvin's and the Comedy Cafe.
Damn.
I moved up after a year or so managing the strip club. To the comedy
Move
club,
it all up.
You know, the only difference between handling dancers and comedians is that comedians are bigger whores and they're broke. You know, that's basically the difference. So
doing it for the attention, doing it for free.
I had a great opportunity to see a lot of acts come through for the first time. Back on open mic nights on Thursday nights, Dave Chappelle was still in Ellington High School.
He was still going by David at the time?
He was in Ellington High School. He sat in the back with his mother, did his homework, and even though he was the best even then, I had to put him up early because he had a curfew.
No.
And so, you know, I moved on from that, had some issues along the line that sent me into rehab, and, you know, thankfully I'm 34 years and change without alcohol.
Nice.
But, you know, I've managed to find other ways to amuse myself.
If you need a water break, you let me know.
You know what? Yeah, let's do a water break. I'm kind of parched. Because, guys, let me tell you something. I know that I don't know what time you're going to listen to this, but it's 95 degrees. It's hot. It's humid.
It's Monday afternoon if they're watching this as it comes out.
Okay. I mean, we got to hydrate.
Got to get your water.
You got to hydrate.
Cheers. Where's water?
Now,
of course, water. Everyone get water. Cheers. Everyone got their water. Cheers.
Now,
hydration break.
My water bottle is a little bit different than other water bottles.
Yeah, I mean, it's got 32 ounces.
It does, but it has a couple of grams as well. So, you know, God bless. I tell you, that's why I wound up being smart for 2 answers in school.
Yeah.
How many ounces in a pound?
Is it 28?
You know, how many grams in an ounce? How many?
Is that one 28?
And what's
that one's 28. Damn it!
I did pound 16.
Ah, shit. Okay, fine.
And you know, a kilo is 2.2 pounds. I mean,
2.2 pounds. There you go.
You know, if you're dealing in weight, you have to learn these things. I always thought that math problems would, you know, 2 trains leave Chicago. Traveling, you know, One's
got 2 kilos.
I would think that maybe kids would learn math a little bit better. Someone fronts you an ounce at the cost of $320 an ounce. How much would you have to sell to break even and keep the rest for yourself?
I mean, this would have people. Per ounce
at this point, people would understand. Of course, when I moved down here to Virginia, I had been doing a little of this and a little of that up in New York, and I found that there was a great opportunity to enter the weed market. Rayful Edmonds at the time was handling the heavy stuff.
Rayful, is that a full name? Yeah,
You don't know Rayful Edmonds is like the kingpin of kingpins.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, Nick, please tell me a little bit. Tell me more about
Rayful Edmonds is like your 100% like just drug dealer kingpin in DC in the 80s, right?
Yes,
he was in the 80s that took over the whole city.
Oh, wow.
The whole city. And then, but it turns out he's a snitch, right? Snitch on everybody? He told on everybody, right? Like everybody.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah, he told
but and you know, it's strange. Everyone has a gangster's code. But they went after his family, his mother. And I tell you what, I don't know. Yeah. My mother beat the shit out of me, but I might have ratted to keep her out of jail.
Yeah.
Except for that one time I didn't. Fuck you, Mom.
Shout out, Mom. Shout out, moms. Shout out, moms. Moms love a little hydration, so let's hit some of this water.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So your cup has a little bit of something on it.
My cup has a little bit of something. It has a little sherbet in it there. Do we see? Where's the camera here? Is
Right
there a
there.
camera?
The camera right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you put a little something
It's all
in a something. And all the starving kids, all the kids from Children's Hospital and shit. That kid's annoying. That kid had an annoying voice.
Oh, the one.
Oh, fuck. I tell you what.
Hey, everyone. I wish you guys would.
I love kids, but I wish he would have died.
Okay.
So you didn't donate 50 cents?
50 cent.
50, yeah. That was the donation, wasn't it?
No, I donate to my dealer.
There you go. Hey, you gotta put someone through school, you know? Love the water.
So
that is absolutely amazing.
Right, so I'm back to I back from Rayful Edmonds to what was going on, and there was shit weed one summer, and I had a good connection up in New York, and I would go up, gather some weight, and bring it back, but it was hard to break into the market.
We had a similar buddy with that same exact story.
Let's introduce you to
We had a similar buddy with that exact story.
do some construction.
So my marketing strategy was very simple. I was selling $25 bags.
Damn.
For $25, you got the $25 bag, plus I threw in a $1 scratch-off lottery ticket.
That's how they come back for the lottery tickets.
Oh my
Come back for the lottery
And I
tickets.
called it $1 Million Herb. And I had to go back to New York in the middle of the week, some weeknights, because somebody hit for 500, and that was that. That's like when Lenny Bias died, everybody went over to Maryland to find the shit that killed him.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, everybody wanted that coat.
I don't know any of these references. I'm
Len,
sorry.
okay, Len Bias was
I've heard that name.
He was a University of Maryland basketball player. He was going to be the great. People thought he was going to end up being one of the greatest players ever.
Okay.
And the Boston Celtics had drafted him. They got the rights to him, and they drafted him. Everything's good.
He's the one who died on the court?
And then no, he didn't die on the court. He overdosed on cocaine a few nights before training camp. And
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
He was
And how
gonna be-
sick-
he was going to be awesome.
And how sick it was is that people from Virginia were going over to Maryland trying to find the shit that killed them.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thank you for
right,
being here to
so-
translate, because a lot of these things I'm not getting.
I'll
So,
give you
yeah.
another.
Finally useful. Finally useful.
This is the opposite of corporate name.
I'll give you
See the sweatpants? See the
Sports bar,
sweatpants?
Nick.
Yeah.
I'll give you another quick DC story. You know, down the stretch, late '80s up until February 1990, I really fell apart as far as
Oh, you were living your best life.
drinking and drugging was concerned. You know, I was a crackhead, and you know, I got into rehab in February 1990, and it saved my life. But I had to go to aftercare 3 nights a week for 3 months. And in my
What'd you do those other 4 nights?
in my aftercare, a little of this and a little of that. What are you, my PO? All these questions.
I'm just saying, you know what it is. That's how a podcast works,
So-
babe. We're
Ever heard of an
monologuing.
interview?
Now that he's wow. Now that,
That's how this works.
yeah, but not the Nuremberg trial.
Hey, Dakota, what's that? I mean, that one I know. I know that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That one I know.
Yeah, that's the
can't
ones who
believe they did my
found
boys
Rayful
dirty.
Edmonds guilty, man. Yeah, get out of here.
They did my boys dirty.
Right, so I did 3 weeks a night for 3 months of rehab with His Honor for Life, the very own Marion Barry.
I know that guy. I know that guy.
And that
This bitch
Came
set
back.
me up.
I can say that now because he's dead and there's no confidentiality and stuff at this point. But
You didn't sign an NDA? You didn't. You can say whatever you want, man.
I had MDMA.
There you go. And he had loyalty too, is what it sounds like.
That's right. I
I
believe
was going
in,
to try to spell it, but I couldn't. I was like, and you got the L.
I believe in Molly. I believe in Molly.
Got me sweating.
Yeah, well, when you start dancing, I'm out.
Okay. I still got a few more days of Pride Month. I can do this, man. These
All
jokes
right.
aren't funny anymore after
All
that.
right, next question on the all right, no, okay,
You're
so
right. Gay jokes aren't funny.
well,
Come
they
on,
are,
guys.
you know?
Come on,
depends.
guys.
How if you're into it rough or not, there's a good punchline.
I did have one more gay joke. butt fuck it. Okay, so
What's his last name?
I can't spell yours, so we just put G on the board.
That's
okay,
right.
so let's get to the segment here. Actually, we're gonna do one more segment before we get to the last big 31 to round out here part 1. Takante, if you could pull up the WhatsApp chat. Okay, the videos here. We have a new segment here. We usually have one we do called Choose Your Fighter. Where we present to you 3 people having a great time inspired by alcohol, just doing their things. And we pick which one of them we want to be with and hang for the weekend. But we got a guy who doesn't drink here, but he likes to do some other things. He likes to drink water. Water's very good. So this segment is drunk or high. We got 3 different videos of 3 people just vibing, and I needed us to figure out if they're drunk or high. Takante, go ahead.
Started on the soft compound, did have a launch, so I mean, that was obviously not a secret to George. He knew that Lewis was going to be starting soft, so I think in the back of his mind, he would have known that Lewis might have had a jump to start that.
Well, give it 2 seconds.
Aware of where Lewis was in that moment.
Alright, that is an F1 Sky Motorsports commentator, just off camera. Alright, what do you think? What do you got?
I think drunk because people that are stoned don't sway.
Oh, people still don't sway. Okay, I like your argument. Takante, what do you got?
I definitely think he's high. I think he took a dab before he stepped up. He was kind of slumped for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick?
I think he's drunk. I think he had like a couple pints.
Mm-hmm.
And just in the, oh shit, I gotta get my shit together. I don't know.
It's the swaying that gets me. It's the swaying, yeah.
I don't know.
High is just like, drunk, I'm like, ooh. So I'm going with, he's drunk. Yeah, so we got, what's the vote here again?
3-1.
3-1. We have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. We just found these videos online. I have literally no idea. All right, well, this is.
It's not how. That's
but
not
we
how
win.
contests work.
We win. You think this is a contest? This is barely a game.
Unless it's the 2000 presidential election.
Oh, well, let's run the fucking hanging Chad. Go for video number 2.
Ooh, Chad's hung.
There you go. All right.
I kind of missed it.
There, start again. Start with the. Look at the gentleman, then yeah, just. All right. What do you got?
That close to a hoodie, it's high.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, no, you're saying the girl in the hoodie's high?
No, I'm saying, it's an environmental thing. So if there's a hoodie this close, there's got to be a joint nearby.
There you go. Okay, smart. Nick, we'll go ahead.
I'm looking at the girl with the hoodie, dog. She fucking
good.
She is fried. She don't know what the fuck going on.
She went in Puerto Rican, came out Chinese.
Right. She is
Sometimes
so
the food is just banging, man.
fried.
Sometimes the food is just banging. It does that to you.
Dude, I've been there before.
Takante, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with them on this one. It's high for sure.
Yeah. I was looking, for me, the guy, because how much sweat. Look how, not sweaty she is. His forehead is gleaming.
He's off a perk.
Yeah,
He's off a perk. Yeah, he's off a perk.
He is locked in.
He is.
Looks like Rodman on a bad hair day.
Oh, with the lady next to him, that's a good hair
Has
day.
he ever had a good hair day?
Yeah, that's his thing, man. That's his thing.
The orange was cool.
Yeah, he's off a perk. Poor him, but she's cooked.
All right, and Takante, last one. I think we're in unanimous, and go ahead.
Oh yeah.
All right, Takante, you go ahead.
Yeah, that man is drunk as fuck. It was the head turn for me.
Yeah.
It was like, I know the head turn.
Kevin G, what do you got?
It looks like he ran out of money when it was raining. I would dare say
Just watching the cars go by like, fuck.
That finger point is definitely alcohol induced.
Alcohol induced. Yeah, I think. Oh no, actually, Nick, go ahead.
He's so drunk.
That's
the Hennessy.
He's so drunk.
There's so many Hennessy drinkers that they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
It's the bent over shoulder bobs while looking at people. Just,
and then he finds out he's on camera.
I'm good. Yeah,
I haven't seen that shit. That's my cousin right there.
Oh man.
Yours too?
Yeah, right.
Oh shit, they could be the same. Both got the same genes. Got the bone
my
genes.
daddy.
That's why they call me Kevin G.
Kevin G. That's why they call you Kevin G. Fucking A. That's it for the first segment there of drunk or high. I don't know how that's a game, but we'll make that work. It's just a segment. I was trying to find videos, and I was doing a segment for the gentleman here who likes the water.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
next time 2 of yous drink, 2 of us will get high. I mean, I'm a given because I already fucking busted myself as not drinking.
Yeah.
Someday you got, or like, you know, drunk history, you do a drunk bartending thing. Get fucking hammered someday. Have a fucking hammer.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll moderate.
Have some fun.
I'll be your designated driver. I'm serious. We can do this.
That's easy. That's content right there, baby.
Yeah, that is.
Just got to get hammered.
And then
go to work.
You know,
go to work.
I'll tell you, I hope
camera here.
I hope you guys like me well enough because I didn't even get into the second phase of my life, bartending at the Old Ebbitt Grill down in D.C., at the Tombs down in Georgetown, 1789, Clyde's of Reston. I mean, you know.
What you're going to do right now is you are going to actually go in and check in for part 2 because what he's hinting right now, that's the perfect little segment drop. Way to tease it a little bit. That's a little teaser clip. For part 2, when we interview my man Kevin G here, a.k.a. Kevy G, we're going to talk to you and ask you more questions where I hear these stories because we want to know these stories. We are the Bargoyles. So check us in for part 2 where we got Bar Enemy, Bar Friend with your man Kevin G. Where can they follow you? Where can they find you? Actually, before we close out part 1.
Nowhere.
Oh, yeah,
I'm 71. Yeah. I still have an AOL
you're on Facebook.
account.
You're on Facebook. Facebook. Find him on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
Right here.
All right. It's Kevin Gartland.
You advertise your shows.
Gartland. And, you know, I'm a perspiring comedian. I took a 32-year hiatus after I stopped working at the Comedy Cafe. And I think I got insight. I'm funny to me, and if you like it, fine. If you don't, fuck you. But
still come anyways. Buy tickets.
Tomorrow night I'll be down in Stonebridge.
This is on next week Monday.
Monday. Trump reelected. City in chaos.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
I got nothing.
Find on Facebook. That's where we'll post the dates.
Listen, when you get to be my age, long-term plans were coming here this afternoon.
You get more of that in part 2. I'll see you there. Say bye, boys.
Trying my best.
This is where we go.
Degraded and humiliated broke my spirit. That is literally my pickup technique.
Yeah, that was tasty. That drink.
I'll tell you what, man. Go ahead and knock the rest.
That's a fact.
You know, gummies.
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
Everybody's done it. This ain't shit. You wait.
He's undercooking
with my ADD, I wait like 20 seconds.